Hi, everybody, and welcome back to LL Sports TV. Hope you're doing well today. Going to start by saying congratulations to Nick Ball on retaining his WBA featherweight title. He did so on the undercard of the Moses Itauma Dillian White fight over in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. And in doing so, Nick Ball remains Britain's only current full male world champion. Now, this was a highly anticipated fight. Nick Ball going into this fight was unbeaten, one draw, coming up against another unbeaten fighter in Sam Goodman from Australia. Highly anticipated fight. Really good fight as well, got to say. Nick Ball getting the decision. He won over 12 rounds. Two scorecards were quite wide, actually. 117, 111. Another one, 118 to 110. And there was another one of 115 to 113. I watched the whole fight. I was doing a watch along on DR Sport, so I missed the first three rounds initially. We started our coverage, I think, from the fourth round. But I did take the trouble to go back and watch the fight in its entirety afterwards. And I've got to say that I thought Nick Ball did enough to win. I had him the winner, 115, 113. There's only a couple of rounds in it. But it was a very hard fought, very well contested fight. But I did have Nick Ball as the winner. I mean, this fight was basically a clash of styles. So you got Nick Ball, as we all know in this country. They call him the Wrecking Ball, and they call him that for a reason. He comes forward, he's high volume, he's aggressive, he's a pressure fighter, stalking his opponents, throws punches in bunches, got power as well. Whereas Sam Goodman from Australia, he's more the classic slick boxer, if you like. He's got good footwork, he's got a sharp jab, he uses the ring well, good ring IQ, and he works hard, throws a lot of punches himself, looks to counter punch. So this was always going to be a good fight. I did a preview for this fight and I said that this would be a good fight, and it was a very good fight. I think it's fair to say in the early rounds, Sam Goodman, who, give him credit as well. I mean, he was coming up from super bantamweight to featherweight for this fight, so he's going up in weight. He started the fight well. He used his reach and his jab to create some distance, landed some good jabs, landed some good punches. I thought he did well in the early rounds. Also went to the body as well and utilized his movement to make Nick Ball miss at times. So the early rounds were competitive and close. As the fight progressed, I think Nick Ball's pressure began to tell. You could see him successfully closing the distance as the fight went on, negating Sam Goodman's reach advantage. And Nick Ball, just his relentlessness and his ferocious energy and pace stunts to tell as the fight wears on. I've seen this is a common trend now with a lot of Nick Ball's fights. You get 2, 5, 6 rounds and he cranks up the engine, man, and he's coming forward and he's landing some really good shots. I mean, the thing about Nick Ball is when you watch him, he's not just a brawler. People need to understand that. If you look at some of the punches he throws, they're very good shots. He's in particular the uppercut. He's got a brilliant uppercut. So he'll typically throw a 3/4 punch combination and end it with an uppercut through the middle, which invariably lands. So that takes a lot of skill to do that. Anyway, so he's doing that, and I think over time, I think he started to separate himself, but it was competitive all the way, even down to the last round. Both fighters going at it, both fighters having their moments. It was a pretty close competitive fight, but I do think that Nick Ball in the second half of the fight in particular, I think he started to pull away, and I think that's where a lot of the damage was done. So it was a really good fight. And like I said, the two scorecards of 118, 110 and 117, 111, I think they were too wide. I had it by a couple of rounds, but nevertheless, it was a very, very good fight. According to the CompuBox stats, Nick Ball outlanded Sam Goodman over the second half of the fight, and he landed, I think it was something like 27 more power punches overall. So even on the CompuBox, Nick Ball was superior. But it was a great fight, man, and well done to both fighters. Shout out to Sam Goodman. I mean, based on the performance I saw in that fight, he can definitely come again. As for Nick Ball, I mean, as usual with him, another very entertaining fight, confirming what a lot of people in this country believe, which he is the most exciting fighter currently in the British boxing scene, which I certainly wouldn't argue with. Nick Ball now looks like he will go on to fight the Japanese superstar and pound for pound fighter Naoya Inoue. Now, what a fight that promises to be. Naoya Inoue will have to come up and wait for that fight. But yeah, if that fight gets made, I can't wait for that. So yeah, man, that would be brilliant. But yeah, that's all from me. Just want to say congratulations to Nick Ball. Like I said, currently Britain's only full male world champion. And yeah, another excellent performance from him. But listen, thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll catch you on the next one. I'm out.